Denims, Kaceytron, and Frogan are still at it again, and they're getting more and more desperate as time goes by. Kaceytron responds in the most Kaceytron way. Denims contradicts herself as per usual and takes no accountability for any of her actions. Then even blames it on her sex, saying it's because she's female, that's the reason why she got sued. Frogan is staying very quiet and still deleting evidence and hasn't posted anything related to the drama currently. Even H3 takes a jab at Hassan and the other 3 orbiters. Before we get into the video, make sure you're subscribed, comment, like, tell me your thoughts. I'm really curious about what people think about all this. Anyway, let's get into it.
Just because I didn't react to his stupid video, he had to make up that I did and put a video of me smoking weed over his stupid video to get attention. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck about your video. Like, I don't know. I don't recall reacting to it. I don't believe that I reacted to it. I do not remember. I don't know. I may have been under the influence, but I do not recall reacting to it.
How does she not remember what she's literally done not long ago? How much drugs is this woman on, man? Like, she's just always out of it. Fucking hell. This woman's going to be going to court soon to try and defend herself, and she can't even remember what she literally did not long ago. Jesus Christ, she is so cooked, it's not even funny. Just in case you're wondering, she did react to that content, Nuke. And I have the clip right here, just to make her look even more fucking stupid than she already is.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
Jesus fucking Christ. I really hope they stream this lawsuit, because I just want to watch her go around in circles and just completely make an absolute fucking knob out of themselves. Like, I can just imagine the judge asking her questions and she just has no fucking idea and she just spaces out with that blank look on her face. I genuinely think she might get that annoyed in the courtrooms that she would end up calling someone a cunt or something, and just everyone would be like, oh fucking hell, she didn't, did she? So originally she called them cunts and called Healer ugly, and then she goes on to another live stream and decides to insult her company and the people she works with. Like, I don't understand. There's been no fucking communication between those two at all.
And yeah,
Like,
she's just always out in the wild.
I would hate to be one of her employees.
Dream was taking tip of two.
Oh, and then now she starts doing the smart.
Oh my god, what a bitch.
Because and by the way,
why do you need to go after a small business in LA that supports people in LA, that has good conditions and people like to work there? Why do you guys have to try to make it miserable for people at their job? Like, why?
Getting our employees targeted harassed.
By the way, my company has 75% women working at the company. This is a female-owned brand. Majority female workers there. Everybody is local. Everybody is well compensated. Like, why? How are you a leftist? I don't understand.
They're not. They just.
Well, even is she?
She is. Yeah, she is technically.
And why do you have such a hate boner for me? I've never even known her. I don't know anything about you.
They spend all day on snark.
Oh my god!
And they literally get snark brained. Ah!
Jesus! Look out! Look out!
Okay, now we're doing
tell
Monster
you guys what I fucking went through to figure that out.
Oh,
I'm
did,
glad.
though.
I'm glad. Yes, thank you.
Good job, baby.
Yo.
Wait, what happened?
He changed
Look at the background.
Oh.
How brain dead do you have to be to continuously dig your grave over and over again and deteriorate yourself every day? She's like a jester at this point, just destroying herself for everyone else's entertainment, not realizing how screwed she's going to be very soon. I get that impression from all 3 of them. They really haven't had any real repercussions, I feel like. I feel like they've had a very sheltered life and nobody's really called them out on their bullshit, like in person. And now that that's happening with a lawsuit, I really don't think they know how to react to any of this, because all they're doing is just digging a hole further and further. Speaking about digging yourself a hole, there's an old clip that's resurfaced of Denims insulting Ethan, saying he's not going to sue me, he's a pussy. How much has that come back to bite you in the ass, Denims? That is hilarious.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a to sue me because he knows he'll lose. I love these people though that are like, any day now, he's gonna sue. He's gonna sue. Chat, just a reminder, by the way, just a reminder. After he paraded on the internet about how he was gonna sue me and he wanted to sue me Guess what? Still no lawsuit. Oh my God, he's so bitch made. I'm actually pretty certain that his lawyer told him to stop going after me. His lawyer most likely said, dude, like, you, like, need to stop. Like, you actually need to stop. Whatever, you think I'm an idiot, you think I'm the dumbest person alive, that's fine. Go read the lawsuit. Maybe if you don't want to respect me, you can go respect a judge and a lawyer.
Well, this age like fucking milk, didn't it? Like, these three are the perfect trio because they're just as stupid as one another and they continue to embarrass themselves just as much as the other one. It's actually quite impressive how they do it all together. I hate to admit it, but the smartest one in this situation currently is Frogan because she's not saying anything, whereas Kaceytron and Denims are just digging a massive hole for themselves and they're just being so delusional and not taking any accountability and doubling down on their bullshit. Like, Denims justifies stealing. Like, she tries to give a situation to justify what she's done and try and make herself sound good, but she just sounds like a fucking absolute psychopath out of touch with reality.
Here, we'll make this on a grander scale. If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, hey, you know, do you have change for a $10 bill? Nobody carries cash around, but like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, you know, times are so tough right now, but you know, got to pay the meter. And you keep the 50. See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse. It's theft regardless. It's theft regardless.
What I get from that is she's admitting she's stealing, but her excuse is, he's rich and I don't like him, so it doesn't count. I understand the moral dilemma she's trying to explain, but she's done it so poorly with the situation that's currently going on. And she even admits theft is theft. So you have no leg to stand on. You just demolished yourself at this point. Does she not have a lawyer yet? Because she really needs one if she doesn't.
I think we all know, Ethan, the audience that you are trying to obtain. Okay? I think we know. To pretend like the people that you're suing just happen to be women and that there isn't a very obvious desire to obtain viewers that are the most sexist people possible.
Is she really pulling that card? Has she really got nothing left to throw at us? This woman just avoids any chance to take any accountability. It has to be something. It has to be her gender. It has to be her beliefs. It has to be the person she... No, it's just you being a dickhead and putting yourself in this situation. There's no one else to blame but yourself. Here's some advice. Maybe take one moment to self-reflect and maybe stop blaming everything around you and maybe take some accountability. Because if it's always everyone else but you, it's probably going to be you is the problem. Last but not least, we're going to talk about Hassan, because you can really test a true friend in the times of need, because he hasn't done anything for these three. Even though they're supposed to be close friends, he has stayed relatively silent. Yes, he shouted a few of them out on his stream occasionally, but he hasn't really done much to help financially. H3 talks about this as well. Let's take a look and see what he says.
Although I think nobody really cares about any of these people. Least of all Hassan, who is not opening his wallet, by the way. They've each made everybody's made a GoFundMe. Denims ran. She was so fast, and she wanted to open hers before Kaceytron and Frogan.
Well, to be fair, she had an account.
It doesn't take long.
She already had an account because she opened one and closed it.
Right, that's what I mean. So
I think she
didn't need to do that step.
So they all now have a GoFundMe, and I think it's so funny that now that they're competing against each other for defense dollars, and Smog the Dragon, aka Hassan Piker, the communist, socialist savior, he is not opening his wallet. He is not promoting. He's barely promoted their GoFundMe's.
Well, he did.
He retweeted it
He
or
gave them
something.
a very mild shout out. And he didn't donate. Why the f wouldn't he donate at least?
That I don't know.
Like, why? He's saying, you guys go support them. I'm not. That's what he said.
It's very interesting.
wouldn't even drop
He did
100
not say I'm not. He didn't say
No,
that.
by not donating, that is
Yeah.
what Ethan is.
He's Mr.
interpreting.
Generosity, isn't he?
Seems like
He's
a token donation for some of your strongest soldiers would be warranted. In
He's
this
Mr.
situation.
Generosity. He's Mr. Charity. He couldn't even drop
Well,
100.
it might be coming. It might be coming.
Always gotta do it on camera.
Better come. It better come a lot. It better come a lot because their GoFundMe's so far are not going well. It turns out when it comes to defending them against what's pretty obviously egregious, undefensible behavior, and not just fueled by hating me, which is what Frogan's initial promise was.
It just says it all, really, doesn't it? He speaks a good game. He talks all this political stuff to make him sound good and righteous, but when it comes to actually helping people close to him, he just runs the other way. He would rather his own fans pay for it so he doesn't have to contribute. He would rather people on the internet pay for their problems and their mistakes than themselves. They clearly don't value their audience if they want them to pay for everything, because if a YouTuber or a creator has a problem legally, if they can afford it, 9 times out of 10 they pay for it themselves. But these guys are putting GoFundMe, even if we don't know how much money they have. Clearly Hassan's got a lot of money. He's fucking putting a picture up of him with a Porsche. He's clearly got enough money, but now they're pretending like, oh no, we don't have any money now. Oh no, you guys pay for it. You pay for our mistake. Funny thing is, it's not even their fans contributing to donations. It's Ethan's fans trolling them in the comments of the donation pages. I think I've had my rant now. These guys are cooked and they're just going to keep digging their own graves, and it's fucking hilarious to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, tell me your thoughts. I'll see you in the next one, you parasites.